Welcome, welcome. Hello. Hi, ladies. How are you? So, I'm so excited to just tell you all this wonderful news that we have. It's just good stuff. So, tonight we're going to give away a Euphoria cover stitch machine. We're not going to give it away tonight, but we're going to start. We actually, I know I told you about it in the Q&A, so we actually started it last Saturday. But we're going to tell you everything tonight. So we have some exciting things we're going to give away. It's really exciting. We're going to give away, so just know that this is all a fundraiser for PBS. It's all nonprofit. Fit to Stitch, it's called Hanging On by a Threads Production Incorporated is the technical name. The show is called Fit to Stitch, but Hanging On by a Threads Production is a 501c. It's a nonprofit. Nobody makes any money. Everything goes to the show. There's nothing left over. And so we're allowed to do fun things like this. And this is going to be really fun. So for every $89 purchase, like $90, we'll say $90, you'll enter to win for this Euphoria cover stitch machine. But that's not all we're going to give away. We're going to give away one Euphoria cover stitch machine. We're going to give away 2 sewing chairs. If you go on the Silhouette Patterns site, Silhouette Patterns is going to donate. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I guess you guys don't care about all that. But anyway, the Silhouette Patterns site, and you look under Lifestyle, you'll see a sewing chair that's a 200 SE. So we're going to give away 2 sewing chairs. And then also, if you look and see, you see that task light, that LED black task light. We're going to give 2 of those away. So there's going to be 5 prizes that we're going to give away. Not just 1, not 2, 5 things we're going to give away. So, and with every $90 purchase, you'll get entered 1 time. However, the tie pattern, the pre-sale on the tie pattern, even though it's only, I think it's $39.99, you'll get entered 1 time. Every time you buy a tie pattern, if you buy 10 of them, you'll get entered in 10 times. Okay, so just that's kind of the base rules. It'll go for 10 days. It'll go till a week from Sunday, and then we'll have the drawing. And we're really excited. We're really excited. So here's what we did too to help you. So on Fit to Stitch, we brought back 5 patterns. Therefore, the name tonight is Modern Retro Renovations. We brought back 5 patterns. We did them all in new and different fabrics. The fabrics that are behind me, we'll go through and show you how and why, and we're just going to have fun. And some of the renovations, I think I had fun. I just admit to you, I had fun doing them. And, you know, some of them, the ladies will come in the store and we'll brainstorm, and those are my favorite things. So some of them, I'm stealing their ideas. But I do want to talk just a minute before we get started about Series 13, because if you buy Series 13, you get a free pattern, and for $89, you get entered in this drawing. So there's several ways. You can buy the DVD series and the pattern, and a lot of you buy that anyway. But what we did is we just raised a little bit more up to go in for the 5 prizes. So the title of our series is Sewing is a Life Skill. We're going very, very back to the beginning, showing you the basics of sewing, and then if you spur off all the different things you need to know to sew for yourself. And I'm really excited about this series because I think a lot of you are seasoned sewers, and I think you don't know some of this stuff. And I've had a lot of emails about, I watch your show all the time, but I don't know how to sew, and I'd really like to. Do you teach people how to sew? No, yes and no. But one of the things we're doing is we're doing a serger project. And this, we made this, I can't say we, Cindy actually made this. Cindy's doing the serger project show. But this is a table runner. And she made it for my house, which was really nice. But this is the Oscar de la Renta fabric. And then we put in a little, this is a cognac color. And I love this. And this is all done on the serger. And she's going to show you how. But there's so many great shows on there. We've got Ella coming back from DC. We've got a show on Days for Girls. Celeste Bergens, who I don't know if you know, Days for Girls. It's a wonderful program. She's going to be on the show. We've got an accessory guest who's designed for Dolce & Gabbana, all kinds of stuff. She's coming on the show, flying in from New York. So we've just got a really UNT fashion collection. We've just got a great lineup. We're really excited about filming it. We feel like it'll be a show you'll want to watch over and over, which is the reason why it's great to have the DVD. If you notice, the free pattern with it this time is pattern number 124. 124 is a bodysuit. Bodysuits are back in, and so we decided a bodysuit pattern is the way to go. That would be the perfect accompaniment to this series, and it's just all fun. So the series and the pattern and to go into the drawing are $89.99. Or if you get the 5 patterns, it's $89.99. The 5 patterns we'll show you tonight. The modern retro renovations, we'll bring those back, or anything in a combination. Donation of any kind, yada, yada, yada. Okay, or a tie pattern. Tie pattern goes in one time. Okay, so you ready to get started with all of our fabrics? I'm going to go ahead and go through the fabrics, but as we come to the pattern that I used, I'll talk about that pattern, if that's okay. All right, let's get started. If you have questions, be sure and ask. So we started with the 4400 series. So you'll probably want to have 2 windows open. One would be silhouette patterns, and go to fabric, go to view all, and go all the way to the bottom. That's where the fabrics are. And then I would have open fit to stitch, donations. And if you go to fit to stitch donations, you'll see all the 5 retro, not new, the modern retro renovations. There's 5. 145, the one I have on, and each of these patterns we had numerous requests for. Even I think it's funny, 145 and then, oh, I got to cheat. I got to use my cheat sheet. Oh, 313, 612, 1953, I'll show them each to you, and then 3015, which is culottes. And culottes, you know, interestingly enough, last week I was asked for gauchos, and I said, what are gauchos? Well, this is gauchos. They're pants that are long and look like a skirt. So this is our, this is going to be really fun. Now I know what gauchos are. I knew what gauchos were, just somewhere it wouldn't register in my brain what they were. Okay, so we're going to start with our fabric. And in every case, like I said, feel free to ask questions and we'll help and do all this fun stuff. The fabric numbers themselves start with 4400. So 4401, this is an ICOT. And ICOT, as we know, is typically 100% cotton, and it's just a certain kind of dye. You'll notice in this, though, particularly, both sides are usable. And I love that. A lot of times they're not as good as this quality is, and they're just not usable. I mean, both sides are not usable. There'll be a solid to one side. This is an Italian ICOT, and so it's very clean. It's very nice. It's wonderful. It's a great black and white, or black and gray. And you can see, I don't know that you can even tell the difference between the 2 sides. So great fabric, 100% cotton. Okay. Then we have, what I did is, along with these prints, I'll put in a solid. And I do that simply because, you know, just for pairing purposes. This is a beautiful black. It's stretching both directions. It's a cotton poly. This is honestly wonderful for this jacket. It's kind of why I put in here. I use this black, and this black's available tonight. It's 4420. But 612 is pattern number Joy's knit sweater jacket, and I love it. It's got these little ruffles. I did the ruffles in a really high contrast so you could see them, but it's just a little jacket. It's got one little closure just right here. Love this collar. It just folds out over everything. It's got 2 ruffles on the sleeve, and the sweater set is the base. So if I turn it around, you can see that that's how it is. Just a cute little jacket you can wear over anything. That's 612, Joy's sweater knit jacket. But this fabric would be great for doing that. This is it's got a little texture to it. It's got great drape. Again, stretch in both directions, but it's got enough body that it would hold up to be a little jacket like this. Okay, and that's 4402. Okay. Okay, then this next one is a viscose. It's a woven, but it's a viscose crepe. And I think this would actually hold to be enough to hold up too. Or a lightweight jacket. You can see it's just got great drape to it. It's a woven fabric. Love the black and white. And I think really when a black and white looks most summery is when you take it into white jeans, white pants. Just think it makes everything look more summery when you throw it in with a pair of white pants. So I'm going to show you a little bit later on the jacket I did. And I did the jacket purposely with a fabric that was reversible, but certainly it could be done, a lightweight jacket could be done out of a viscose like this. The other thing this could be used for is the blouse I've got on. I've got on 145, which is St. John's knit, which is one we're going to bring back. And we have this fabric, but the overlay, there's so many different ways you could do it. And I really wanted to talk about the different ways because you could do it just with a solid knit underneath, and then you could just use this for the draping part on top. There's 2 layers here. And so the layer that's just the top portion doesn't have to be knit. It's only secured on one side, and it's just the front part, and it's a cowl, and it's cut on the bias. And I put it on the bias not because you need bias for a knit, but because if you're using a woven, you can secure that on the bias and get the drape that you want. And this fabric would work really well with that. So that's 4403. And then 4404, this is a knit. It's a viscose. It's got stretch in one direction. Lovely fabric. And again, it's one of those I wish you could feel. It's really nice. Feels wonderful. 4404. I think I called it the black dots. What did I call it? Black bubbles, black something. But it is a black background, just FYI. These first 5 are blacks. And the navies are on the bottom. Okay? Okay. Then this next fabric I did because I thought it would be wonderful for our culottes. It's a great plaid, and it's a knit. And this would be so cute in a little pair of culottes. So 3015. And when we get to these, I'll show you this fabric that I used and how I got into all that. But I just think this would be adorable in a little pair of culottes because it's kind of like business-like with a little rose on it. But it'd be so cute just with a black little top or pink or white. You know, you could do all kinds of different things with it. Or you could match it and do a, you know, but I think it'd be so cute in culottes. And this is 4405. Rose plaid, I think I called it. Okay. All right, then this next one is 100% linen. Great jacket, great jean jacket. Love this. Love the color. I'm not sure what those are. They're just little floral puffs. But it's a really pretty fabric. It's white on the back side, so it's a printed linen. What I like about it is you don't really see the wrinkles. A pair of pants would be great out of this. Just cute. Feels wonderful. So that's 4406. 4407, I love this fabric. Oh my goodness, look at this, you guys. This just be pretty with just a shirt, just a lightweight shirt. It's so pretty. This is 100% cotton. It's a woven. It's so, I mean, it's so light. It's just pretty. Even if nothing else, just a beautiful scarf. Just would really pick up, just like with a little white t-shirt and white jeans. You know that scarf that I showed you to do last time? It was a 42, I think it was like a 42 or 43 inch square. It'd be so cute to do something like this to where you could wear it as a belt or a scarf or even a blouse with a scarf matching. I think would be really cute. I just love the fabric. It's fresh. It's wonderful. Very pretty, very light. And you can see as a cotton, it just doesn't you know, you can ball it up. It just doesn't wrinkle. And I don't really understand how that works, but it's nice. It's very pretty. Okay, and then 4408 is, I put in here, it's a cream. And I put it in because I wanted something to go with this one rather than black. I did a black because I wanted you to see the contrast. But this is 4408 and it's 100% cotton. And it's a milk color. It's not a white. It's 100% cotton. Beautiful drape, again, very lightweight. You know, these are just perfect summer fabrics. They're light, they're clean, they're pretty. They're just really fresh. And this one has just a little bitty dot all through it. I don't even know if you can see it on the camera. I called it a solid, but it's tone on tone. There's just a little tiny little print to it. And I put it so that if you wanted to do something with these two together, I thought it'd be pretty. You could do a blouse out of this and just do the sleeves out of this. Very expensive. This cut work. I mean, this is actually better than cut work. But isn't that pretty together? I'm going to show you this next fabric here in a little bit. I think it's better than cut work. Whenever you have cut work, at least I've used cut work and I've made things with it. The negative of cut work, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. But the negative is that it's open. And a lot of times you can like catch things with it. This whole entire thing is stitched down. It's a very beautiful fabric. But if you look at it and notice, it's all stitched down. So there's really fine netting, but it's not delicate at all. Like I sewed with this whole collar and I did cut it and it just sews really easily. It is a cotton poly. I'm assuming, I tried to burn it separate. I'm assuming that the netting is a poly because the thread itself, I'm pretty sure it burned as a cotton, but it was hard to get it separate. So I just decided it was a cotton poly, but it presses beautifully. It is beautiful. It's just such a rare fabric that I'm just really happy to have this because it's just beautiful. And I think considering what it is, I can't remember what the price came out to be. The guys did all that, but it's pretty reasonable considering, you know, fabrics like this a lot of times are like $100 a yard. You know, they're just really expensive. I put this up because we had some kind of a tan or cream on the site, and it all sold out yesterday. Like literally one day it sold. So I put this up here. It is a cotton poly, but man, I wish you could feel this. It's just extraordinary. It has stretch in both directions. It'd be perfect for if you want to do a solid pair of culottes, if you want to do a little jacket out of it. The weight is just perfect. It really would work for so many of these patterns that we're doing. So I decided I just kind of threw this in very last minute, but I thought it would be fun. Solid base top. Any of those things. So this is a knit, but it's a knit with stretch in both directions. Okay, so that's the top row. That's 4401 through 4410. Pretty stuff. Very pretty stuff. Okay. All right, so we're going to take a minute and just see if there's any questions. We'll just take a little breather and see what we can get back. And now we're going to start playing with our fabrics. I put the ones on the bottom. They're a little, you know, just weirder. I shouldn't say that. I don't forget what I just said. I love my table runner. While he's getting questions. Did you change the front panel on the St. John tops you're wearing? The pattern looks like it's more of a cowl. No, I think it's just because you can't see it. It's because of the navy. I did change it right here. I did a curve. It's a point. It's angular. And just because I felt like it was floral, I decided to just curve the bottom piece, but that's all. Same amount of cowl. There's actually, you guys, sorry. I have to wear something to put the mic on, but there's actually quite a bit of cowl. I think it's just simply that you can't see it because it's navy. Okay? Okay. But no, I made no changes. Is 4407 a cotton knit? 4407, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's a cotton woven. It's a woven fabric, the 4407. 100% woven. How much fabric just for the overlay of your top? I would say probably a yard. If you're going to do it knit, you know, it'd be the width of the overlay, so maybe a half a yard. But if you're going to do a woven, it has to go bias, and it would probably take up a yard. So just the overlay would be a yard. How much would you need to make the cut work collars? I actually put them down, and they take a yard. Because they're all curves, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 for the sleeves. You've got 2 for the front. You've got 2 here, and then 2 back here. So there's quite a few of all the curves. So I would say a yard if you just wanted to do the cutouts of that fabric. Is the 4403 milk or white with the black? 4403, it's a white. Well, no, it's probably not. Let me put it next to something, and then you can decide, okay? This cutout here is a milk. So I'm going to put this next to it, and it's whiter than this. You know, white's such a hard color because there's so many versions of white, but you can see that when I put the white next to this looks whiter. But I'll show you something because there's some white cotton that we're going to do here in a minute. This fabric is so awesome. When you put this next to this, well, that actually looks pretty good because this is white. This is really white. Yeah, that looks really good together. So it's not a white, it's not as white as this is, but I think that those two look really nice together. But that way, if you see it, you can be the judge. How's that? I've given people my opinion before, and then they get mad at me when they don't like my opinion. So you know, it's not always the same as yours. That's the thing about opinions. It's hard to. It's just mine. Okay. So I wouldn't call it a milk. I think it's too light for a milk, but I wouldn't call it a white. What's in between the milk and the white? Does the white embroidery 4409 have any stretch? No, it's a woven. It's completely a woven. There's no stretch at all. It's so beautiful, y'all. Look at that. I mean, it's the texture of this and the quality is just really beautiful. I didn't have any problems with it picking or coming out. You know, what I did on here is I did a rolled edge all the way around all the pieces. You know, I wanted them to look like they were the edge. And I like it. I mean, I like the way it looks. It's real cute on. It's really cute on. I put it on with a pair of white jeans. They were dirty jeans, but, you know, kind of white, dirty jeans. And I just love the look. It's just real cute, real summery. And I only put the black underneath it just so that you guys could see the contrast. It wasn't necessarily how I would wear it. Let me go through these patterns. So just the one I have on is 145 St. John's top. That's the one, you know, there's 5 coming back. You can buy them individually. You buy the set of 5, that's an entry into the drawing, or to the serger, the chairs, and all that. Then we have 313. 313 is Terry's top. To me, this is like your most base V-neck. It has a seam down the front. It's just a great V-neck. Has a sleeve. And this is it under here. We'll get to that in just one second when we get over to this outfit. And then the next one is 612, which is Joy's jacket. This one right here. And then 1953 is this jacket behind it. We'll get to that here in a minute also. And then, of course, the culottes. And actually, the way I did this, you guys, is I thought of it as like a little outfit. You know, you've got a jacket, you've got a knit jacket, you've got a top, you've got a knit top, and then you've got a bottom. So I thought of it as like a little mini core wardrobe. And the ones we decided to bring back worked together to, you know, that kind of influenced my decision as to which one we were going to bring back. We had had requests for all of them, and we had had requests for ones we're not bringing back. And so my apologies if you keep bugging me about something and we didn't bring it back. We just didn't feel like it was, you know, going to work right now. So nobody's feelings are offended. We just trying to do a win-win. Okay. Any questions? Are we okay with where we're at? Good. Okay, so this is fun stuff. We're going to go on to 4411, and I'm going to show you this fabric. And this fabric is I don't know that I've ever seen a fabric like this. It's a border and a panel. So in trying to figure out how to best use the border and the panel, I did a crazy combination. All right, so the jean jacket I just put on to, show off. Whenever you have fabric, you start looking at the fabric and saying, okay, what am I going to do with this fabric? Or what's the best way to show it? And when I started looking at it, the panels are 30 inches. And the panel goes from, you can see right here, the dark. So that's 30 inches. But then it has a border on it. I really like the border, but I just couldn't figure out how to do all this together. So I cut out the shirt, and you can see I cut out the culottes, all out of each panel. And I put the stripes horizontally. But I decided that I wanted the middle to be light, and the attention up here and the attention down there. And then I actually cut the border off and sewed it back onto the bottom. So I cut the border off, and then I sewed it back on to the culottes at the bottom. This is the cutest outfit on. I wanted to wear it, but I felt like it would be hard to wear and answer questions, and this was the easiest outfit to wear and whatever. Anyway, so you can see that it goes this way, and the border goes up that way, and then this is the top of the culottes, and then it goes that way, and then I sewed the bottom on. I sewed the trim on at the bottom. So that's how I laid it out, and I used 4 panels. So that was for the culottes and the top, and there was enough border by the time I did the 4 panels that it sewed around both legs. I just love this. It's so cute on, and it feels so amazing to wear. It just is a lot of fun. And then again, I just threw something over just to have a little jacket on over it. I thought a little jean jacket or whatever would be really cute. Okay, so this fabric is 100% viscose. It's got great drape. It just sews super easy. You name it, it does it really, really easily. Okay, so that's 4411. Then 4412 I did because this fabric has so much wine in it, and I thought if you wanted to accentuate a wine, this is a great fabric. This is a cotton poly, but it's got stretch in both directions. So it could make a little jacket. It could make a little 612 if you wanted to do that with this, and both sides are usable. So it's really a great little jacket to make, or great little fabric if you wanted to do that. And then this is a really awesome viscose. I think it would be great in the top I have on. Great drape. It's a navy background. It's not a black, it's a navy, which is why I stuck it in with the navies. Because sometimes on these it's hard to tell. You can see how well that drapes. And it would be really nice for the cowl in the front. I love this. It's really cute. A pair of jeans, it'd be great. I did this because I felt like it would be so beautiful. This would be 4414. It's a cotton poly. I just thought it'd be fun to do a little jean jacket out of this. But this is a stash-worthy fabric because rarely do I get in stuff like this. Look at that border print, and I know, not border print, but the border. There's been styles that I've seen where they did like a back, like the bolero, where they did a back piece and then it ended on the border. And I thought, oh, I've had that fabric, but I don't have any more. So this is a border that's already scalloped so that obviously you don't have to hem it. So this is just one for the ages. You just want to keep this around. And both selvages are scalloped. So you get a dual amount. So if you wanted to even, just do something simple like that, you can see that you get that dual scallop, which is really pretty. You could, that blouse I did a little while ago was an Eileen Fisher, and it had 2 layers. I just think this would be the prettiest little blouse. It was like a tank top with 2 layers. It would just be so pretty and so rich looking. It's got a little bit of a silver thread in it, but it's very, very pretty. Very pretty. We don't have a lot. It's very limited, but it's just a really unusual, very pretty fabric. And then this is 44.15. This is the one I've got on. I love this. I loved every minute of it. Sewing with it, draping it, wearing it, every part. It's good stuff. And they're just random little flowers in there all throughout. It's pretty. But more than anything, it's soft. It's got to be like a brushed something. It's really, really soft. There's so many times where somebody will come in the store and we go like, feel this. Here, feel this. You got to feel this. You go around feeling the store. It's lovely. And then I put a solid white in here because I felt like this is a woven. It would be just fun to do, a pair of pants, a pair of capris, a jacket. It's a woven. It's 100% cotton, but it's really nice. It's just a nice piece of fabric. It's got, I'm going to show you where, it's not a white you see through. You don't see my hand. It's just got a lot of body, and it hangs really nicely. A summer white jacket would be perfect. $9.22 in a white would be really pretty. All right, so the next one now is 44.17. And this is just a fun fabric. We sat around the store on Saturday figuring out what we would do with it. And I got enough ideas, I stole them all. So here it is. It's a panel. So this is a panel that is, I think I put on there, it's 38 inches. You can look in the description and you'll see what it is. I can't remember off the top of my head. This is not a printed panel. So this is, it's woven with the threads. And the threads are done to where the back is exact opposite of the front. I mean, this is a beautiful piece of fabric. It is a cotton poly. So let me show you this jacket that I did with it. We're going to kind of bring that over to here. And what I did is I thought about, this is 1953 now. And because the fabric itself is, to me, extraordinary, you just didn't need a facing. So that's a single layer unlined jacket that I did with 1953. And, I really like the selvage, so, when I laid it out, I straightened this line. It's pretty straight anyway, but I straightened it a little more. There's a little glitch to it, but I just went ahead and straightened it all the way. And then I cut out the selvage and then did it up here so that it looks like there's selvage all the way around. But this portion has been cut, I just cut a piece like this and then just sewed it on. I did right sides together. But this is nice to have it down the front because you can see that when it changes directions, it's exactly the same. And so you just want to think about which color do you want at the top, which color do you want at the bottom, and remember that even though there's white here, because it's graduated, when it comes back this way, it changes colors. So I thought about, okay, what color did I really want up here? And then food for thought, when you go to roll these cuffs up, which is all I did, you'll have a lighter color, it's the opposite color. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them rolled up, or the other thing I could do is fold them up like we've done before and then roll them so that you guys can take a vote and see which way you like back, so that they'll actually match the bottom of the jacket rather than being the contrasting. I think I already know the answer. I think I like this side better than that side. But I really like the whole casual feel of, I don't know, just that it's a single layer jacket. It weighs next to nothing. I put a 1/2-inch shoulder pad in there. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's really, I love the way it fits me. You know, I'm bigger than this little model is here, but it just fits great. I just really like it. And this fabric, it was just really fun to play with. So for that particular jacket, for my style, for my size, I used 2 panels. So, and that was really cutting it close. You might get 3 just to make sure, but this is just a really fun fabric. And you can see it's just beautiful. And that's all stitched. It's not printed on, it's all stitched because the back, like I said, is exactly opposite. All right, so that was just a fun project to kind of figure out what I was going to do and how I was going to do it. And then there's 4418 is this one right here. Oops, sorry. 4418. This is also a very unusual fabric. Again, both sides are usable. And it's actually 2 layers that are brought together. So on this outside layer, the black, I'm going to call it, you can kind of see that there's like there's little texture all through it, and that texture is permanent. I actually tried to iron it out. You can't iron it out. It's picked in there, because if you look at this side, you can see the picks, and those picks are there to stay. And this is like a light gray color, very soft. It is a cotton poly also. Very soft, very pretty, and again, pretty selvage. I love these selvages. And I think they're really usable. They're just pretty stuff. Okay. All right, then we've got this other one. This is 4419. Very similar again. Now this is panels, but just pretty stuff. So the panel on here and each side of this is completely opposite. So the panel goes from, you can see until the light starts again. It goes from the very dark to the very light. But then if I show you the opposite side, it's exactly the opposite. Just a fun piece of fabric. It's like, wait a minute, did I just see that being dark, or is it just, it's just completely the opposite. And again, it's all woven into the fabric itself. I don't know how to best show that. If you can, I guess you're getting the picture. So just fun to use both sides of the fabric. Whatever you're doing, you want to, I think, use both sides, because it's a really fun fabric to play with and just beautiful. I think it'd be great in a little tank dress. It'd be a long tank dress, slits up the side. You want to really show off the geometrics, I think, of this fabric. It's very pretty. And then the last one I did, 4420, is the black. And the black is what I used. It's 100% cotton. It has stretch in both directions. We don't have a lot left. It's the black that I used in the little jacket. That was the base that I used. But really nice, deep black, and just perfect. Like I said, stretch in both directions. It could be pants. It could be anything. Could be lots of different things, but it's a good one. It's a really good fabric. Okay? Okay. So we'll answer questions. We'll show you anything you need to know or see twice. I just had lots of fun sewing, you guys. You all know that. It was really a bunch of fun. And we'll go over all the different things we're doing. Remember, we're giving away the Euphoria cover stitch machine. We've got one on the site, and it was $2,000, but I think I think you can get them for like $1,700. They're not cheap, but I did get an email from the recipient of our serger, and she's really happy. She's really happy having a serger. There's nothing like a new serger to get you in the mood for sewing. If you think you want to get back in the groove, get a serger, or a nice sewing chair, or the task light. So 2 chairs, 2 task lights, every $90 purchase or tie purchase goes in equally one time. So if you buy 5 times, well, you get it, okay? Can we see the lace jean jacket? Yes. This is my jean jacket. I love this jean jacket. It's amazing how much I wear this thing, and how strong, and it's lace. And I just did all the parts. What am I trying to say? I did all all the delicate parts I did like in a fabric. And I just love it, and it's amazing how many things it goes with. You know, again, I did navy. I don't know if I've got it on right, but so the front facing I did in a matching fabric, and the band, and of course the middle panel, the cuffs, and the collar. Anything that would have been weird if you did it in a lace, I just did it in a solid. And then the back, you know, that middle panel there. Fun, huh? Just fun. My jean jacket. Is 4407 a cotton knit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you asked that. 4407 is a cotton, but it's a woven. So the way, does it say knit on the site? Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe that's why you keep asking me. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. If you go to product features, it also tells you. I think it should be built into the name, but I may have made a mistake too. When I'm putting up all these fabrics, I definitely do make mistakes. Does the white embroidery 45, no, we got that. Have any stretch? No. Did you lengthen the top you were wearing? No, it's the original pattern length. I made it exactly as the pattern. The only thing I changed was I don't ever undo these cuffs, I always just pull them off. This is a rectangle in the front, or you know, it's squared off, and I curved it. That's the only thing I changed. Everything else is exactly like the pattern. I was very conscious of all of these, not to make any changes. I mean, obviously the black, the jacket, I didn't line it, but other than that, I did according to the pattern. Everything else is the same length. The only thing I added length on is really the culottes, but I didn't really add length. I cut the pattern exactly as it is. I just sewed the border on the bottom. And I had pinned it on to see if I would like the additional length. And once I pinned it on, I was in love. I was completely in love. I just loved the longer length. You know, I don't obviously have these on, but I'm telling you, I would love to wear those. They're just going to be so much fun. I haven't worn them yet, and they're just fun. They feel great on. The fabric is wonderful. Is the wine or maroon fabric a knit? The wine, it's a stretch woven, but it's actually got stretch in both directions. So it's a stretch woven with stretch in both directions, not a knit. Is the jacket Megan's coat pattern? No. Megan's coat pattern is not a princess seam. This is a princess seam. Megan's coat pattern, the lapel is much more exaggerated, and there's some other differences. This is way more fitted. You know, the back, the princess seam, it's much more fitted than Megan's. Okay. What colors in 4417? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's my jacket that I did? Yeah, that's my jacket. What colors? I would say light gray, medium gray, all the graduated tones from gray to black. Light gray up here, and then all the way to black. It's not a white, it's not a milk, it's a light gray. Just FYI. The graduated fabric you did that lovely jacket out of, is it navy or black? Black. Black and gray tones. Can we see the pattern again? Sure. It's on the website. You can probably see it better than my little cover. 1953. The pattern is on fittostitch.com. Oh, you guys, you know what? We have updated all of our emails. We're working on another project right now, but we finally got these emails working. So I had quite a few women who had unsubscribed by accident or whatever. They wanted to get back on the list, and we can't. By law, you know, we can't let them back on. We fixed that to where if you shoot me an email, I can send you an email, you can confirm it, and it'll put you back on the list. But if you're not on our email list, you guys, that's where we send out all of our coupons. Join our email list. You can do it at the bottom of the very front page, and then it will put, it wasn't working, it hasn't been working for a while, but it'll put it into and you should start getting, because that's where we mail out the coupons. I had a lady one day, she said, can I get a discount on the fabric? I said, do you have the coupon code? She emailed me back some crazy coupon code. I said, you're not on our email list. You know, you can't have the discount. What color is the lace you are wearing? That was a navy. This is the closest thing I have to it. This is 11, 12, 13, 44, 14. This would be really pretty in that. Very similar. And then just pair it with a solid navy. I don't have a solid navy up here, but just pair it with a solid. Can you please put 4419 and 4417 next to each other? I want to see if I can use them both in the same outfit. I think the answer is yes. 4417 is on the mannequin, and this is 4419. See, it's the same colors. I'm sure it's the same designer. You see that if you go up to the gray, see how it's the same tones? And I'm going to tell you something. I thought about this exact same thing. I thought, okay, what could I do? Could I make pants out of this? And I honestly just ran out of time. So if you do use that in the same outfit, you've got to send me what you did with it, because I just think they'd be so much fun. I think this would be so much fun in a pair of pants. Well, anyway, we won't go there. Yeah, okay, we're through all those questions. Anything else? So, Serger giveaway starts tonight. We'll back it up. Okay, we'll back it up to last Saturday when I had the Q&As. That's the official date that we'll start it, because some of you, and remember the Kai scissor pack, that goes in also. There's 5 pairs of scissors from Kai. That's all part of it. And we're just extending that promotion. We'll probably end that promotion Sunday, a week from Sunday also. We'll just keep all that going until a week from Sunday. Okay, so our new DVD series, we need your support on this. Like, how do you do begging? Do I get down? How do I do it? Because, I mean, we really need your support. The series, the pattern, you know, we're doing our best to make it all worth your while. But the show itself needs your support. We really do. No salary for me. I keep thinking one of these days I'll get to draw a salary, but we just don't make enough. So it's okay. It's okay. We love doing it. We love educating. We love it. But we need the money. Okay. All right. I think I'm always supposed to say like and subscribe too. I'm supposed to say that. I always forget. Do a thumbs up. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell. What else am I supposed to say? Is that it? That's it. Okay, you guys, we'll see you. Thursday night, we have a real cute video for you on Easy. And then we'll see you back here Thursday. Okay, Tuesday. Oh, is there any questions? Did I get them all or miss them all? Okay, where can we buy fabric from 4300 video? The silk that was a pastel with silver circles on it. Okay, so those fabrics are back here actually at the store. We only put them up for that period of time. We take them back down. We'll put them back up eventually. If you email me privately and you know you want it, you know, I definitely can tell you that I've pulled some deals on the side. It'll go back up, but, you know, not for a little while, okay? What color is a jean jacket, black or blue? Blue, navy. Which pattern number is the gaucho pant? 3015. You guys, none of the patterns are on Silhouette Patterns site. None of those patterns. All of those patterns are on fittostitch.com. Under donations, you'll see them all. There's 5 patterns, and then there's a 5-pack. We want you to get the 5-pack. When you get the 5-pack of patterns, it's $89 for all 5. I think that was a great deal. When will oh, I'm glad you're asking this question. When will the DVD be shipped? Thank you. There's so many things I forget all this stuff, you guys. So the DVD is of the series. So obviously we can't ship it until the series is filmed, edited, approved by APT, you know, all that stuff. So the DVD itself will be shipped in January. But what we're going to do different this year is the pattern, the free pattern that comes with it, we're going to ship that in August. So that bodysuit you'll have for fall. Because I really think the whole reason I did a bodysuit is you'd have a bodysuit. It doesn't make sense to hold on to it until January. So we'll get that done and get it out and shipped by August. The 5 patterns will all be shipped mid-July. Once we cut off the, the donation, the giveaway thing, we'll have numbers and we'll start printing. Those retro patterns that we're doing, the 5, they're only going to be this from now until Sunday. They're only going to be this period. We're not putting them back up. We're not doing any of that. So to answer the question, the DVD will be shipped in January of 25. We might get out in December, but basically then. But the free pattern will ship now, and everything else will ship, mid-July. So thanks for asking that. I forgot. What is the black jacket number again? So there's a black jacket, this one that's a 612. This is the knit jacket. And then this is a black jacket that is 1953. Let me go over that again just to make sure everybody gets those. Okay, so this is 1953. This is Lafayette's jacket. And obviously, that's Lafayette 148. Probably don't have to tell any secrets at this point. Okay, so there's 1958. That's that one. 1953. Okay, this one is 3015, the cute little culottes. The top here is 313, little V-neck. It's a great little V-neck. See, look how cute you can do all this stuff. There's actually a seam going right down the front, though. And it's a little shawl collar. It's a cute little pattern. I think it should be one of our basics, but we had sold out of it, and it just didn't move for a while, and so we took it away, but we've had so many requests. It's a great little base. And the one I have on is 145, St. John's. You can see there's a rectangle down at the bottom. I just curved mine out. And then the little jacket, I don't have the cover. It's 612, Joy's favorite little ruffle cardigan. It's cute. Just cute, cute. Okay, and then the Kai. So the Kai scissors, we're going to continue that production. There's 5 pairs of scissors. There's 5 things. There's like a little neckline, the little lanyard. It's a lanyard. Kai put through that in too. So I'm really appreciative of the support from Kai. And I got to tell you something. I opened up a new pair of scissors the other day just because I got so frustrated. I cut with Kai. I've just had them way too long, and I didn't know where to go to sharpen them, so I decided to get a new pair. Oh my gosh, I had just not realized how bad my scissors were, and I'll get them sharpened at some point. But it is nice to have an extra few pairs around to where you can just go, whew. And for accuracy, it's really important for accuracy to have sharp scissors. What pattern is the bodysuit? It's pattern number 124. It's on the Fit to Stitch site. The front cover is on the Fit to Stitch site. It's 124. Okay. All right. Thanks you all. Thanks for being here. This is going to be fun. The next 10 days, 11 days, 12, whatever it is going to be really fun. We're going to give away a Euphoria. That's Euphoria. That's why they probably name it that, is because you have Euphoria when you get it. 2 chairs and 2 task lights. So way more than just one item. So you have 5 chances to win something. Thank you all. We really appreciate y'all being there. Thanks so much. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye.